It's Friday. Excuse me. So that means it's time for a walk and talk. I hope everybody's had a good week. And I hope some of you were able to join me this morning for my first little vertical live. By the way, I got to do it at least 2 more times for reasons. And I will, so I'll announce this when I do. Stickers. You know, nobody's requested stickers this month, which is really weird because last month I was sending them out like every other day. So I don't know, it must be falling off. And that happens. But I got my little notes. So today we'll run right along. There's something I want to talk about. So the other day, I met a park ranger while I was detecting. And you know, those interactions are always interesting. He was a nice guy. I continue to detect. The point of what I'm saying though is you need to join a club. And you're probably like, why do you need to join a club? Well, the short answer is as a community, I don't guess this is a short answer, but as a community, it's easier for us to make sure we're continually able to detect public grounds, okay? Now, I just took a brief look into it. Companies that make metal detectors, they're not lobbying anyone to protect the hobby. Now, I'm not, you can look it up yourself at like Open Secrets or whatever, but I found one company in America, they lobbied for a, like an American-made business thing, which I get, right? They're an American company. Anyway, none of them, though, seem to be lobbying politicians to protect the hobby, which means that we got to protect the hobby. And in order to do that, you need to be part of civic organizations like metal detecting clubs, okay? It'll help you advance your skills and it'll help protect our hobby, because one day you may need to go in front of a city hall or some kind of town meeting and stand up for your right to metal detect on public property. Because I got news for you. It's getting tighter, okay? It's not getting easier. Oh, someone's car got broken into. Oh, and there's a bottle of, anyway, not a good sight. So that's something to think about. And I know that's kind of like a bummer thing to talk about, but it's a necessity. And I'd like to hear your comments on what you think about this. I'm walking up on people working, so I'm gonna, I guess, turn around. But anyway, I just feel like this is very important, and we need to be stronger in our detecting community now before we're just being too reactive, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, once there are laws in place that prevent you from detecting, it is a whole lot harder to get those reversed than it is to prevent them. Okay, so remember that, if you like this hobby, do something to protect it. Moving on. By the way, as some of you know, I'm affiliate for Detector Warehouse, and I got some questions for you guys, right? So I've had a couple referral orders. They don't want me to use the get that treasure code. I mean, it works. So I'm conflicted about this. They want me to just use the, click the link or whatever, but almost no social media allows clickable links. So you would have to be detectorwarehouse.com/I-get-that-treasure. I don't know how I feel about this, but I'd like your input. Now, with that said, you can use this QR code and visit my link at detectorwarehouse.com. They also have a sale going on right now for MindLab stuff. Well, it's MindLab accessories, 25% off some accessories, not all of them. I did notice you can get the M8 coil for 25% off, so if you got a Manicore, that's pretty cool. But what do you think about that? I think that may affect my ability to, I don't know, I mean, it provides a type of revenue stream for the channel, and it's not a lot, so tell me what you think about that. Should I continue with that, or how do we get around that? Because I know some of you have ordered from them using my code, Get That Treasure. It's one word, still works. Anyway, just let me know in the comments what you think about that. They seem to be a pretty good company, and I think what's happening is that competitors are you know, reporting them for some kind of like pricing violation. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know. I'm not a part of an NDA, and I'll tell you straight up, you'll always get that from me. Just what it is. So like that or not. Also, I am gearing up to head to the UK to detect in Wales. Digging History UK is putting on a hunt at the Chepstow Racecourse, which I look forward to, because, you know, I'm hoping that that's more akin to the kind of digging I'm used to here, which is multiple targets, high intensity. I like that. And I probably like that because, well, I mean, I'm like a goldfish. I need something to like constantly, you know, hold my attention. And I thrive in detecting environments like that, where it's just a lot of stuff. I want my metal detector to sound like a machine gun, you know what I mean? I know a lot of you don't. I know that there's a lot of like field hunters that just, you know, like it quiet, and they come across a patch of iron and then they're slow going. But I like to keep it moving. I like a rapid pace to detect it. Let me know what you got. You know, what's your personal feeling about detecting environments? What do you like? Some people don't like urban environments and crazy scrapes like I hunt a lot of. I love them though, because I feel like it dissuades a lot of people from detecting those things because it just sounds so, the cacophony is real. What else? Oh, we are rapidly approaching our next giveaway. So, as you've heard me say before, if you watch these videos, when we hit 1750, we're gonna have a pretty good giveaway. So I'm gonna give away, well, me in conjunction with Excalibur Shovels are gonna give away 2 hand diggers, and they're so cool. When I announce that giveaway, I'll show you guys. And then, you know, it's for subscribers. So if you can help me get to 1750, and we're not far off, we'll do that giveaway. Also, Chris Edwards has donated a leather digger sheath to the channel to give away. That's very nice of him. Man, he's a great detectorist. And I'm just so appreciative of everyone that's helped, and you guys, and you just don't know. Like, it means the world to me, and I'm for real about that. Another thing too, like, you know, if you ever like see me or meet me, this is what you get. Okay, there's not like, I'm not, you know, this is not like some kind of act or persona. This is just me. Okay, so just remember that. I'd like to give a big shout out to Francis in Maine. He sends me some of the nicest emails. Thank you so much, Francis. I appreciate it. You don't know, it makes my day. I know sometimes I don't respond with lengthy responses because I'm not, well, I'm just, that's just how I am. But I do enjoy seeing them, and I appreciate it so much. And by the way, Francis is the one that found that 1856 seated half dollar. Unreal. Oh, speaking of finding stuff, did you see my favorite find this week? Ooh, that Texas State Fair pin. Tonight I'm going to Golden Triangle. I'm gonna lay that thing down on the fives board. I better win some. I'm putting y'all on notice right now. If you're a member of the Golden Triangle and you don't vote for me, on site, we're gonna have beef immediately. But anyway, I'm still so stoked about that thing. Who was it? Oh yeah, Toby was like, "You're too happy about that thing." Well, I don't know. I'm just getting to that point where certain types of relics, man, they get my blood pumping. You know, it's not. And don't get me wrong, I love silver coins. I found a silver coin today. I dug that. But that thing set me on fire. I love the way that thing feels to like find something and you're like, oh, who knows how long this thing's been on the ground. Probably, there's a good chance that thing was lost the day it was received. Because who is wearing an opening day pin multiple days after, you know, someone's like, oh yeah, I was at the opening day of the Texas State Fair 7 months ago or 1 year ago. You know, that doesn't happen. You get souvenirs like that and you just like, well, you wear them once and then they're just kind of like somewhere else. Oh, I did see though, Apparently, if you go to the Texas State Fair, they still have those on opening day, and you have to like go to a booth and ask for one, and they'll give you one. So to this day, they still have opening day pins. That's really cool. So yeah, what was I going with? Oh yeah, well, I think I made it through my list. These are always short videos. So if you made it this far, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. You don't have to though. I'd never make you do anything you don't want to do. I'm just kidding. Subscribe, like, share, send it to someone you hate. If you got a favorite find or you want some stickers or any other swag that I may have at the time, email me at igetthattreasure@gmail.com. I'll send it out to you free of charge. Free of charge. Now, with that said, I got to get back. I got to get my gear together. I got to do some hunting. Because, I got to take more than just one thing to the Golden Triangle. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm gonna. So, I'm gonna have fun tonight. If you get out, I hope you get that treasure this weekend. I really appreciate everything. And thank you so much for watching.